those. I thought I would just take a quick time to make a video about this engine stand in case you guys are trying to make one of these, or you have a bench model VW one and you wanted to make it into, use a Harbor Freight one to make it in there. They have a couple of different ones at Harbor Freight. Like they have one that's like this, and then they have one with 3 wheels. The one with the 3 wheels, if it has just the one in the middle over here, I would not buy that because, and you start to get all your tin on your engine. Sometimes what will happen is the engine will tip over because it becomes very top heavy. So they have this one. It's a little bit more money. If you go on HFBDBQ or something, I don't know. If you go on your phone, you put in Harbor Freight free. Usually you can find a specific coupon for this thing versus just the 20%. And sometimes you can get it for the same price as the other one. Now, they also have the folding one, okay? So they have the folding one, and let me show you how easy this one is to take apart. All you do on this one here is you take this bolt out right here, and then this leg here falls off of it. You can actually zip tie it to this and store it in a corner in your garage. It won't take up any of your space, so you won't have an engine stand to have to roll around. We're just about to use it, so I'm not going to take it apart right now, but if you just take that one bolt out, loosen it, and just slide that out, it'll just slide right out, and then you can zip tie it to the base and lean it against a wall, put it up in an attic or whatever you need to do when you're not using it. What we did is we had the bench top model I've had for years, and it had the 2 legs. If you're familiar with that, it has the 2 legs that stick out here. 4 legs actually. Those are the 4 legs. And what we did is we cut those off and then used those as gussets for right here. So we welded this tube to the top of this Harbor Freight one. Okay, we welded it so because I still have an Chevy engine to build at some point, and I wanted to be able to build other engines other than VW. So we put this tube on top of the other one, and then use those legs for out here as support for the sides. If you can see, that still has the holes here, and then we tapped and threaded here so we can put the bolts to mount your engine to the stand, your VW engine, on here. So it makes it kind of easy to do. And then you still have, so you have this. So now very easily you can loosen up this here, slide this out. Where's the other one? And then slide your V8 style one in and put whatever engine you want on here. And then you can slide that back out since we're doing VWs. And then you can put your VW engine right in here, and then it tightens up just the way they normally do on the bench. So kind of a cool idea. Thought you guys might want to see that. Some of you VW guys that are doing engines, since there's so much interest in engines. I put this on my other channel, but I figured I better put this on this channel. And then you just weld this piece in, put these gussets in here, weld it. It's very easy to do if you have a welder. Anyway, but make sure they do have the folding one. I wouldn't get it because it's a lot more money. It actually takes up more space than this one does, because once you slide that leg out and if you just zip tie it to that, you can just stick it anywhere. You can, it's flat. Real quick, also, if you were looking to do your own run testing before you put it in the car, it's a really good idea to do on your VW engines, is if you have an old transmission case, what we did is we just bolted some remnant pieces of steel on, and then we had this old cart, and you could even make one of these carts, make the wheels. Just an idea for you. Then you have your 12-volt starter. We actually just put a little battery tray in the back of it, and so it's real easy. This can all roll around, so you can just take a spare transmission case. And what we did with ours is we actually cut the end of it off. Really hard to do. A lot harder than you might think. There's a lot of layers of metal right inside here if you look. And so be prepared for, that's a hour and a half, 2 hour Sawzall project. So but you can put your starter on there. You can put a electric, like we did, put a little electric fuel pump on there. It's like a 3-pound fuel pump. And you can have your, I have a 6-volt and a 12-volt starter and extra bushings sitting around. That's our little will it run stand, but it's also one we use for whenever the engine's rebuilt before you put it in the car. It's just a lot easier to kind of play with stuff with it out of the car, test it, jet it, you know, kind of get it close and then put it in. It's a lot easier. So I thought I'd throw this in the same video here and let you guys kind of check that out. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video.